Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Beth, here to help you fulfill your potential in meditation. As most of you know, I don't have just one method that I teach to everybody, like one size fits all. Instead, I much prefer to teach people one-on-one. And the reason is that you're all different. So please use these videos as a guideline. And if there's anything that isn't quite working for you or anything that doesn't quite fit, then be in touch and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you individually. Today's video is about discerning the masculine and feminine kalapas. Now, this video is going to make much more sense to you if you're already familiar with seeing the kalapas, and also if you're already familiar with discerning the 8 types of materiality that arise in all kalapas. I've made a separate video on discerning those 8 types of materiality, so if you haven't done so already, I'd suggest that you watch that video and, if possible, do the practice, because this video is going to be much more relevant to you if you're already familiar with seeing those 8 types of materiality in practice. Now, if you are already familiar with discerning those 8 types of materiality common to all kalapas, that's the earth, water, fire, wind, color, smell, taste, oja, then you will have noticed that although all kalapas have these 8 characteristics, some kalapas are different. Some kalapas have extra material characteristics as well. And the masculine and feminine kalapas are examples of this. The masculine and feminine kalapas do the function of conveying masculine nature or feminine nature. These kalapas only arise in the bodies of sentient beings, and most sentient beings have both types of kalapas, both masculine and feminine, with one type of kalapa predominant, so either more feminine kalapas than masculine or more masculine kalapas than feminine. Now, these kalapas only arise in the bodies of sentient beings because they are produced by karma. And because they are produced by karma, they also have a material quality called Juvita. I've made a separate video on Juvita and how to discern it and what it is. I'll put the link to that video just below this one if you want to watch it. For now, what I will say is that Juvita does the function of nourishing and maintaining the other materialities in the same kalapa. So, the masculine and feminine kalapas have 10 types of materiality. They have the 8 types of materiality that are common to all kalapas, plus Juvita, plus either masculine nature or feminine nature. And so, how do we discern these kalapas in practice? Well, if you've already developed the jhanas, then you probably want to start by entering the 4th jhana until your concentration is nice and strong and stable. And then you want to practice 4 elements meditation until the kalapas are clear. If you haven't developed the jhanas, then you can start directly with 4 elements meditation again until the kalapas are clear. Now, when we want to see this masculine, feminine kalapas, we want to work with these predominancies. We're going to work with comparison. So if you are someone like me who has a predominance of the feminine kalapas throughout the body, then you want to discern the kalapas in your own body and then in a male friend. If you're male, then the other way around, your own body and then a female friend. And we're going to work with this comparison to help us discern the difference between the two. Now, when you go back and forth many times, the kalapas in your own body, the kalapas in your friend, the kalapas in your own body, the kalapas in your friend, it will start to become obvious to you the difference in the nature of the feminine kalapas and the male kalapas. When the difference is clear to you in general, then you can start to see the difference in one kalapa. So feminine nature spread throughout the body in general, feminine nature in one kalapa. Masculine nature spread throughout the body in general, masculine nature in one kalapa. If you're not confident, then it can help you to practice on a bigger range of beings. So this is a great one to do if you're sat in a meditation hall, for example, and you can practice on many different beings sat around you. It can also really help to build confidence if you discern the kalapas in a certain being before you check with your eyes open whether or not they are male or female. So you discern the kalapas in their body, you get a sense for whether there's a predominance of masculine or feminine kalapas, and then open your eyes and check. Is it a male or a female that you were discerning? This can be a great way that you really feel confident that you're discerning these kalapas correctly. So that's what I have to say today on discerning the masculine and the feminine kalapas. This is a super interesting stage of practice. So what I would suggest is that you get off of those screens, get onto the cushions and actually give it a go. If there's anything you're unsure about, not feeling confident about, confused, then please feel free to get in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you individually. As most of you know, I do all of my work on a donation basis, so I encourage you to support me either through my website or through Patreon so that I can continue to make these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Wishing you the best with your meditation.